Real Fat Guardians, my name is ACB the Man, and real fast before we get to the video, this is a supplemental podcast. We recorded our Radio Epic, which is our Clan Epic podcast, episode 24, this last Thursday. This is the supplemental what happened afterwards. We sort of got out of podcast mode. We had a little bit more general talk, but we continued to finish the strike we were in and just talk a little bit more about the topics we spoke about. And so since we had a little bit more to talk about that didn't get into the actual episode, I wanted y'all to be able to hear it. So please enjoy the remainder, essentially, of our podcast talk that came after our podcast was officially over. Stopping recording. So, I have stopped the recording, but I am still going to be streaming this strike until the strike's over, and then I'll quit the streaming of the strike. So, So guys, if you're watching this, we just ended the podcast. Once we're done with this, we'll have, or at least I will have a video on demand of it if you want to watch it immediately. I'm still a week behind on podcasts. I know it's my fault. But my children should be gone Saturday afternoon, so I should be able to on Saturday. Excuse me. I should be able to on Saturday get both of the podcasts out. Yeah, now that we're really done,
biggest shrieker I've seen in all my life.
I'm very scared about the raid content for Curse of Osiris.
So many lives wasted. The Hive are monsters.
Well, I know it could just be the wording they're using because they're saying raid content. Why wouldn't they just say raid? Maybe it's just because they don't want to reveal it yet. Maybe it is a raid, but why would they just say? Why would they say raid?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that there is a raid tells you nothing about the raid.
Yeah.
Like they so far they've just said raid content, and that tells us nothing. That tells us less than the same amount as saying raid. It's just now there's a question of
whoa, that's a floating.
Are we going to get?
Yeah. No, they shouldn't, and this is coming out in about the same time frame as The Dark Below. And it sounds like they're going to have more story in there than The Dark Below, so I'm liking that. But
that doesn't make much.
No, it doesn't. You are correct, but it's still better than nothing at all. Still better than nothing. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, I know this strike is long, but I think this has to be my favorite strike. Well, if you're on a nightfall and under levels, but
yeah.
Oh
I mean,
crap! I just
the thing is,
myself.
I really like this strike. Like, I think they're good planes. They have a lot of fun mechanics in them, but the rewards for them are just so low compared. Yeah. The only thing I'm disappointed with the strikes is the rewards seem really low for the amount of time you have to spend on them.
Well, and there's no strike specific.
And there's no strike specific. And I was kind of hoping like that the strikes would be a continuation of either the quests or the adventures on each planet, because they also tell an interesting story, and so it'd be nice if like the strikes tied into the story that they were telling, but they just kind of said, "Oh yeah, here's another mission." Like the fact that this occurs on Titan, I think, that has nothing to do with anything else that's on Titan. You know?
We just need to use
Except the only thing it has to do with is, what'd you say?
That'd be a great plan if there were any powered crystals in here. I take it back. Together,
Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah.
end this.
You have another plan?
Nope. Same plan. Give Sloan my regards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and also,
Right,
there's
like-
not really, there's one gun in the game that I really, really want to get. It is the tractor cannon.
This is it.
But that's just because it's a fun gun. But that's the only gun that I'm looking for. There's not like 3 or 4 guns. Like, and I know that's gonna come with time and with adding weapons in. But there's not like the 3 or 4 guns. It's like, oh man, I really want to get that one. I'm not even looking forward to guns. I get guns, I'm like, okay, I'll try to use that.
This
What's up?
ends here.
Oh no. Oh no, please don't. Does it work? Does it work on people? Does it work on teammates? Let's try it. Let's try it. Nope, doesn't work on teammates. Well, I've got an exotic engram, so maybe I'll get it. Or maybe Zer will stand it. Man, I had a Zer ring. Man, it was bad. I made a video, and I literally had to put in the comment after the video, it was like, I realized I just ranted about Zer and gave no solutions. I said, oh well.
I mean, yeah.
No, what I was complaining about was how he only has the exotics. Like in Destiny 1, they had things to change your weapon or your Sparrow trail. They had weapon sense. They had near the end glass needles and they had skins for sale. And now it's literally just the weapon stuff. And I was like, I said I don't even go on Fridays to see what they're selling because it's almost not worth it at this point. You know, I had to use it. But they're different sparrows. I know, and that's what I said in there. I said it got moved, but it's just like there was at least something you could spend your marks on, and almost, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Only sold by Zer. Well, and or you can get them from engrams or sold by Zer, and they do a little bit more. That'd be good because, like in Destiny 1, I never had the strange coin because I would always spend them on heavy ammo. Well, in Destiny 2, I'm now getting a stack of legendary marks, and it's odd. It's very odd to have a stack of something. Oh well.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guardian down.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, we've had some, okay. By the way, we've had some very good conversations actually after the podcast. Do y'all mind if I take the video on demand and upload this as sort of like a secondary supplemental podcast?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sweet. So I think I'm gonna do that. But yeah, no, completely agree. Completely agree. I mean, I got an exotic engram, so I'm pretty excited. But I think this is my first strike exotic engram.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, the thing that really bothers me is there's no exotic flex other than the
The
there's
four
like the
for
one
each,
for
or
each
one
planet.
for each planet.
or 3.
Oh, and the raid one.
Because one of the planets doesn't have it, and then the raid. And and it's just annoying because it'd be nice if like every exotic weapon had a
Well, Destiny 1,
quest to get.
Destiny 1 Vanilla had 6.
Yeah.
They may not have been the best quest, but they had 6 straight up quests. Super Good Advice, Thorn. I mean, they're the only 2 that I can think of. Bad Juju, but there was technically 6, I thought.
Yeah, there were a ton in year 1, and then they added like the Black Spindle was a one-off mission that was quite hard to do.
Well, and they had like the No Time to Explain one was pretty cool. Essentially, you save the Vex to then go forward in time and destroy the Vex. But do you think there's something like that right now that we're missing as a community? Or do you think it would have been found by now?
Thank you.
I think it would have been found by now. Bungie has given no hints, and the amount of time people spend on this, it would have been found by now.
Yeah, I really, really hope so. Unless it's like an exotic that you can only get like from Wednesday from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. Pacific time or something weird. I don't think they would do that, but all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream here as it is. Thank you for those, I think 1 or 2 who have stuck through to listen to this last bit, and I will catch you guys later.